Well, it seems that the success of the U.S. attack, though, on Venezuela will to a large extent depend on how quick they can do this. If they're able to topple the government and get this done by the end of the weekend, then it would be low-hanging fruit. Just we went in, we showed strength, and now we have all their oil. But if it drags on, it could be deeply problematic. How do you see this affecting the base of Donald Trump? Because it appears that the America First people are already quite kind of split with the people essentially aligned with the ideas of Tucker Carlson see this as being a violation of a Trump's mandate, what they voted for.
I think you're exactly right. What will determine the verdict is what happens in the coming days and weeks and months. My guess on that, and I will underscore guess, is that nothing will go smoothly. We have a long history of regime change operations. Sometimes they succeed. This one has not even succeeded yet. This has been a decapitation of a president and his wife, not of the regime. And it's hard actually to see how the regime is brought down by this per se. But there could, it's possible that something more happens. I'm sure there are plans and ideas, but the history of these operations is that they are followed by long periods of unrest, coups, instability, insurrections, civil war. And I think that this is quite possible, what will happen in Venezuela. There's a very good book that everyone who wants to understand American foreign policy should read called Covert Regime Change by Lindsay O'Rourke, who was a PhD student of John Mearsheimer and wrote her dissertation on the 64 covert regime change operations that took place between 1947 and 1989. By the way, covert regime change is a little bit of an oxymoron. When the regime is changed, you know who did it. What covert means is the U.S. lies about it. So not that it's unknown who did it, but that the U.S. lies about it. So you could say 64 regime change operations in which the U.S. lied. Now, she documents what happens. Many of them failed to achieve regime change. Maybe they assassinated a leader but didn't change the regime. Many changed the regime, but of those that changed the regime, most descended into prolonged instability. There are very few cases where the U.S. political purpose was served by what happened. Even if you don't accept the U.S. political purpose as legitimate, just to ask the question, did the U.S. achieve its aims? The answer is very, very rarely. And I think in the case of Venezuela, it would be a real long shot that the U.S. achieves its aims. And I don't accept the aims, but even if one accepted the aims of regime change, the idea that this will lead to a pro-U.S. democracy in which Chevron and ExxonMobil will thrive. Well, that's Trump's aim, but I think it's unlikely to be realized.
大家好，我是主播周玉琴。很多的朋友告诉我们，太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌帮助了睡眠品质。原版的太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌，它添加有超级食物羽衣甘蓝，健康再加分。而有睡眠困扰的朋友们，赶快选择蓝色包装这一款晚安加强版，绝对是更有感。每日克菲尔，时刻美好 ，Good Feel Good， 请上快点购为健康下单，而且要记得输入推荐代码，有额外的折扣优惠。太阳星全效克菲尔益生菌基础版、晚安加强版，新包装改版，内容不变，抽取更方便。要吃就吃最好的。